How do you feel about how the California Democrats did not support? Troy wants to know this. How do you feel about how the California Democrats did not support health care in California? I'd imagine that's in reference to the 562 bill
562.
And Anthony Rendon. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, disappointing on so many levels. You know, how many people have died in California since then? I wouldn't, you know, it's almost like capital punishment, you know, by what you make, by decisions you make, people die, and that's totally unacceptable. What I think is good, and we saw part of this even with the students in Florida and the attention on Rendon, who held it up here. People are getting much more comfortable concentrating on the particular elected officials and just saying to them, get your act together or you're gone. And that is what is happening in California. And it was also disappointing because one of the things I would love to be able to do in Congress is to be an ambassador for all the great things that California is doing or trying to do. And that certainly would have been one of them. That's, you know, I feel that will get straightened out and we will get it here in California. But it's going to be a matter of the voters to hold people accountable. And I think that there's a lot less patience than there used to be for letting people vote their contributors and not their conscience.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, you know, I know that Stephen Jaffe is a colleague of yours that you're buddies with. He's done this show before. I love Stephen. And, you know, kind of drawing this parallel, they screwed him over by saying, oh, you need a certain amount, and I'm oversimplifying what actually happened to him just for time's sake, but, you know, hey, you need a certain amount of delegate signatures. He goes and he gets it, and then they're like, oh, wait, no, this isn't enough. Just kidding. Here's this other list you never even got to see, and tough marbles, buddy. Ha ha. So he's taking it to court. Similarly, the nurses are told, hey, just write this bill. We'll take it from here. You need X, Y, Z in the bill. They give the bill, hey, here's X, Y, Z. Oh, you need a Q and S and T. We didn't tell you that, but tough marbles, no single payer. Anthony Rendon, who gets a bunch of money from the big pharma lobby, he's going to shelf this. It kind of seems like the game is rigged. Do you agree or disagree?
I absolutely agree. And, you know, people talk about what state the Democratic Party is in. I hope this comes out right. I'm all for a bloodletting. It's time.
I mean, I'm totally cool with what you just said. Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, I kind of thought I was preaching to the choir. But
yeah, you're in a safe space here, buddy.
Yeah. No, I mean, I totally agree. And bring it on. Bring it on.
Well, how are you going to, I mean, like everything we just talked about, don't you think like there's a good chance there's going to be a hurdle thrown in your direction? And how do you plan to deal with it when and if it happens?
What do you mean a hurdle? When I'm in office or running for office?
Running for office. I mean, it seems like, look, the DCCC, and I gave two for instances. There's a lot more all across the country. The DCCC and the DNC, it seems like their first priority is making sure progressives don't get into office.
Right.
Their second priority is maybe beating a Republican, although that comes in second because the gravy train is still coming regardless.
Right. So
given the fact that I would make the argument, their first priority is keeping people like you out of office, unless, of course, if you get in office and you don't, you know, back up any of the policies you talk about, but assuming you will, their first priority is keeping people like you out of office. How do you plan to fight that?
You know, being a first-time candidate, one of my biggest strengths was my ignorance about the process. You know, if I had to decide that I would have enough money, I'd have enough volunteers, I wouldn't be here today. It's a leap of faith. I did not look at the party structure, who might support me, who might not support me. This was a calling I felt I had and could do at this time in my life. So I'm just saying that this is not something that I am deterred by. I started it without the party apparatus. I will finish it without the party apparatus.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was a clip from Get Your News On with Ron, the world's first viewer-curated streaming news show. What does that mean? That means I log on to a stream and people tweet me articles over on Twitter at Ron Placone, or they use our Reddit subsection, which is just Get Your News On with Ron over on Reddit, And that's how we build the show. I'm seeing all these articles for the first time. We are literally getting our news on together. Follow me on Twitter at Ron Placone so you can participate. And this show streams live every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please do tune in. If you want to support this show, you can do so over on patreon.com/Ron Placone, where for as low as $1 a month, you get access to exclusive podcasts every week, exclusive videos, free tickets to shows when I'm performing in your town, and more for as low as $1 a month. Please do consider it. Thank you so much for your support. This has been Get Your News On with Ron.